Okay, so that's good. So in regards to this topic, I kind of wanted to open up with Matthew 6:33.
Okay.
Because I think that'll help set the foundation for this conversation.
Okay.
So Matthew 6:33 says, "But seek first the kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." And I had to pull it up in the Blue Letter Bible app and go ahead and do like a quick word study. And so when I looked up first in the concordance, first means first in place. We good? Okay. First in time or place, in any succession of things or persons, first in rank, influence, honor, chief, principal, first at the first. So when we're talking about the dangerous drift, you really got to go back to the stewardship principle. And Pastor Dennis talked about this, so it ain't like I'm this profound wise person who came up with this sermon, but he was just like, we got to get back to the principle of first in everything with God, seeking God first in the morning, first in our time, first in our finances, first. And that, to me, I feel like it's like that lays the foundation of avoiding the drift. Because if you're, we all guilty of it. You wake up and you just like, oh, what's on Instagram? Like, if you start making that a habit, next thing you know, you scrolling 2-3 hours on social media, and you like, I don't got time to read my Bible. And then you like, well, my life is shambles because you ain't reading your Bible. But it's just like going back to that principle of first. I think in everything, going back, like, seek first the kingdom, and everything else will be added unto you first. I wanted to also bring, where was the other one? Oh, seek. So seek was another word that I saw and broke it down in the Blue Letter Bible app. It says to seek means to seek in order to find, to seek a thing, to seek in order to find out by thinking, meditating, reasoning, to inquire into, to seek after, to aim at, to crave, demand something from someone. And okay, so when I saw the crave, it made me think of another scripture, but I'm not going to hop out. I'm going to stick right here for a second. When it says to seek means to, by thinking, meditating, reasoning, to inquire into, I'm guilty of this, where like when I'm spending time with the Lord, I'm praying, I'm like praying. All right, Lord, thank you, bye. And people always say like prayer is a conversation between two people, like between you and God. And if you're not sitting in like the thing, like seeking means to meditate by thinking, reasoning, like take your time and be at a pause with God. Like don't be trying to like rush through your prayers in the morning. Like, is that really reverent for you to always and I've been guilty of this, when you say you're spending time with the Lord, because you're like, I pray all day, because I really do. You pray all day throughout the day, but have you blocked out time with God that is uninterrupted, not where you're doing something else? Like, well, I pray in the car on the way to work. Great, right? That's awesome. But what does your personal time look like with Him on a regular basis? And I feel like me, guilty as charged, we don't make time for God. We don't make room for Him.
There's one word. Intimacy. Because when the word.
I think you used this in a previous podcast episode where you were like, use like your husband as an example, right? So you in a relationship with your husband, you only talk to him every other week or every other day, or only in the car. Like, could you imagine only talking to your husband when y'all in the car? And you're like, oh, babe, let me tell you what happened. And then you get in the house and you just like,
silence.
And then you get back in the car. And then you don't even give him no time to say nothing.
Right.
Get out the car, close the door, go in the house, and you quiet.
That's it. Or like waking up right next to your man and just hopping up and just run about your day. Don't even say hi. Don't say bye. Don't give him a kiss. Don't do nothing.
Right. You just on social media.
Right.
He like, good morning. That's like so real. Like, that's like putting that into perspective now. I'm like, ooh, I'm sorry, Lord.
And I love using the husband-wife analogy when it comes to the relationship with God, because that's like the closest intimacy that you have on earth. But also with David, and how David was a man after God's own heart.
Yes.
Like, what does that mean to be after someone's heart? Like, we take that like for granted in that aspect. And I used this before, and it's like if you actually like break down the word worship, it's actually foreplay. So the way that you worship and foreplay God, it's like how are you after someone's heart? And I love to use men in this aspect, is because when a man is courting a woman, he doesn't do anything for himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't bring
it's always
flowers.
with her in mind.
Yeah, it doesn't bring like no man brought flowers for himself.
Yeah.
Men don't care about flowers. Men are like, this, what does this even matter? Like, except for like, I guess these new age men on the internet, like, you won't bring me flowers. Like,
what flowers at?
I can't relate. But like, you bring a woman flowers because women like flowers, and women like these things, and women like this, and she likes how this works, and when I smell like this, she likes it, and it's about what she likes.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we don't do things that God like.
Yeah.
We do it because we like it. I'm gonna play this song because I like it. Does God like that song? Is that God's jam? Do God want to hear this right now? And I'm even coming for worship and praise. Like a lot of times it's like, is this God? What you want to hear? What you want me to sing to you?
Or do you want me to even play music at all?
Right.
Do you want me to just be before you? Do you
want
me to just sing before you? You want me to be the worship leader right now?
We've talked about this. Yeah. Like, when you be speaking in tongues and you bust out in a song.
You start singing in tongues or singing.
Like, you start singing a song.
I'm pretty sure the Lord would love to hear me more than Maverick City. Okay.
Absolutely. Like, not saying they don't want to hear Maverick, but it's like, what does God want? And we're not doing that. And in your relationship, if you're not focused on what the other person wants,
then
that person's gonna start feeling it's gonna cause us a drift.